blind, so this happened.
It's cute. Look, I got my little baby
It's
mirror.
just cute, yeah.
My husband broke my other one.
Oh,
Got
no.
me
Oh yeah, you mentioned.
This is so much smaller.
You
7
know,
years,
we
bad
have,
luck that.
yeah, we have a tradition in Hungary like that. Apparently, oh god, apparently, PJ Tash is backstage, yo.
Is she? Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
PJ.
PJ.
Hey.
Hi. I don't know why I'm more nervous today.
It's been a minute too. It seems like the whole week makes a difference.
Mm.
I don't know because I'm feeling nervous myself.
I'm feeling a bit melancholic. It's Mother's Day, and that
Is
usually
this
sucks.
Mother's Day in Europe or is your side of the world?
I believe us Hungarians kept the Soviet dates for Mother's Day and Labor Day, so
Ours was in March.
that's what I thought.
Well, ours isn't coming up. When PJ like in a couple Sundays from now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a couple Sundays from now.
Don't that suck when you have a crap mother?
Right. I don't even. My kids barely celebrate it. I guess because we just started. I guess we'll talk about that on the show, but like last year was really the year or a rolling year, but last year was the first year we really celebrated any holidays really. So, and then I don't want to get all sad because my kids don't think about Mother's Day; they think about the big holidays.
Like Christmas.
It's so amazing that you got your kids out and they get to celebrate now.
Yeah, but they still in the mode of holidays really don't matter, except for my youngest one who loves Christmas. Other than that, I celebrate it for him. I kind of like Christmas too, though.
I love it.
It's weird because I still don't really like Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just too many crap memories of me being.
I didn't hear you. Oh, okay.
With my dismissive family members, so I'm just like, okay, well.
You got to make some new memories, Molly. That's what I did because don't miss out if it's something that interests you.
I like it more now. I've got nieces and nephews because it's more fun.
Yeah, I mean, I still do like Christmas presents for my friends and loved ones. But
hi, Draven.
Hi, Draven. I see so many guys on these makeup chats, and I'm curious. You all need to show some makeup.
I've been doing makeup chats for a year and a half, and you'll be surprised. I told you Rick Farron is a regular on mine, so
we're gonna see one day in full drag from all your tips.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There'd be more guys on here than anything.
Yeah, I love it. You guys, step out of the shadow. Do some makeup with us.
Step out of the eyeshadow.
Why are you eating your Heidi house? baby boy.
Maybe it's a guilty pleasure for him. I think I've managed to get this base to work, you know.
What did you do?
Great.
If I let it dry for a bit and then pat it in with my fingers, it's not so creasy. And I tried it last night and it was actually okay. So, but that's
Really?
with the dark colour. I could tell in my crease it had gone a bit paler. So I am interested to try it in a darker colour, in a brighter colour again. But
I tried it. I like it because the this one right here, right?
Yeah, it's crazy to me because that base just works so well for me.
For me, because I tried it on, it stuck. The color stuck all day. I even went to sleep, woke up, the colors were still there. But I have because my skin is darker, I have to use like a white base with it because it's not as white.
Have you tried it over the pencil?
Like over the pencil, I was putting the base on and then the pencil.
I would do it. I tried it the other way. I put with the white on first last time, and then I put the pencil on. But I think on my eyelids it went too thick. But if you to blank your, yeah, that's how I would have done it with you, because I think because the pencil's quite waxy. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe try one eye one way and one eye the other way and see which does the best.
I wish I would have did that. I just put it on now, but okay. So today I'm trying it on with the shadow with the base underneath the white. Then the next time I'll try it with the white, I guess, because I mean it sticks on, but it doesn't mute my eyes, so I can put on really intense colors.
Yeah.
But unless I put more of it on, I don't know.
Because I'm thinking because the pencil's waxy, putting that eyeshadow base on top, it might not set properly because of it being waterproof kind of texture.
Right.
Maybe that's where I went wrong, doing it that way around.
I still love it. Like if I wasn't wearing like intense eyeshadows, if I was just wearing shadow that I didn't want it to like be super or like, you know, rainbow colors or something like that, it's still a good base just to throw on because your eyeshadow is not going anywhere.
It's a super base. At least for me, it works just amazingly.
Dude, I don't think you should watch us on the way to church. That might be a bad omen for you.
Who that?
Lee said in the comments he's watching us on the way to church at the same time. That's what jinxing. That's jinxing himself.
Hey, Chris. What's going on? Really, this chat is usually all over the place. I would like a more makeup focused chat. That's just me. But don't look for a topic. It's everywhere.
Hi, Driver.
Somebody asked where you from, Emma?
Midlands, UK.
No fucking way.
Near Birmingham.
Okay.
What's going on, Mom?
Oh my God. These rabbits are fucking smart. They are teaching each other to be little assholes, I swear.
You're so silly, Mom.
They know where I keep the treats, and ever since I'm in quarantine, they have more time to, you know, monitor my movement. And now they know how to get the treats, which is fucking annoying. Yeah.
What is the palette I was using?
Don't even. Oh my God!
How do you even Spence, I'm surprised you haven't heard of Revolution.
No, I've never heard of it.
I'm using their palette now. They're quite big over here. They're like drugstore brand.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of it.
But
I don't know.
they copy Huda, they'll copy Urban Decay, they will rip their palette off to the T and just call it different names. I don't know how they get away with it. They've had to have stuff recalled because of people complaining.
Really? Complaining about what? Because I am eyeing one of their color books.
There was a Manny highlighter I watched a video on. They apparently he designed the mold down to every facet, and Revolution brought out some highlighters in the exact same shape, and he said that's impossible to have just come up with that every facet for facet. Everything was completely the same, so it got took off because either someone had sold on his mold or they'd somehow got it at the factory.
Wow.
Oh.
And he's like more like an independent, so it's not really fair to do it to people like him. When they rip off big companies, I guess it's not so bad because people will still buy their stuff. But when it's like an independent person on YouTube,
yeah, wow, that's just fucking. That's a big no-no.
But as soon as a big brand brings out a palette, you can guarantee Revolution will copy it.
I mean, I have been eyeing their color books because, well, I'm an eccentric bitch, and I do love me some colors.
How much were they? I didn't check the price because you said earlier they were expensive, but I didn't check.
Well, I mean, they are expensive, like to order in Hungary for some reason. But if I order from their own site, it seems cheaper. I need to do some like chunk, numbers.
Now I just bought this Morph palette. This is my second Morph palette. Now I really like them, even though I have a slight complaint that these colors are not as pigmented as they look.
Right.
And I went to YouTube yesterday to see if anybody had the same complaints, and they did.
Oh,
what
really?
brand is that?
This is called the 24A Artist Pass Artistry Palette.
Oh, Morph.
Yeah, Morph.
I have heard they are quite hit and miss Morph. So I'm lucky that my B35 one was pretty decent, but I did watch some reviews on it first just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that again. I bought it because it was.
I always do.
It was on sale.
I'll watch about 3 reviews first just to make sure.
Yeah, you wanna be sure about makeup you buy because it's quite pricey and lasts a long time, and you don't wanna waste money. And
yeah,
I think the coolest thing about this palette is the sparkles. I don't think I have a lot of sparkles, but I don't have a lot of glitter like this.
Right.
Like, this one right here, it's like really chunky. It has stars on it. I would never wear this. It has a lot of stuff that I haven't seen before. Other than that, I mean, if you're not a glitter person or like sparkles, this is not a palette you should buy.
I have a glitter addiction.
Do you? Well, you might
I have somebody do it today.
Yeah, if I was going out tonight, I'd have my hair covered in glitter spray. And the lads hate me as well because I get them with glitter spray. They're like, you won't get me. And then later on in the night, I'm like, shh, what is it you said? And I'm like, you bitch.
You would like this one then.
No,
I haven't had any place to go where I can wear like really. Wow,
yeah, tell me about it. That's why tonight I've literally put bindis and a dress on because this is how I would go out for my birthday. So I wanted to make it actually feel like I'm doing something.
Right. I mean, I'm a hermit, so basically I don't really have a reason to have this much makeup that I already do, and I definitely do not have a reason to want more, but I do.
Yes, you do, because it's my birthday.
Okay, but I mean, I'm talking in general because I still want more makeup.
But right now, it's my birthday and PJ's birthday, So we have
Well.
a good excuse to put on as much makeup and as much glitter as we want.
I know that's right. I think I'm gonna try some pink.
Hang on.
Pink
Let me
glitter
do
today.
something then, just for your benefit. Hang on.
I mean, you really have to build this color, and then when I get the blending, I know I'm gonna have to put it back, some back in here.
That's always the way in it though, because you lose the colour in the blend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really your birthday after all, so I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna get busy with it. Oh yeah, there we go. Glitter.
I'm loving that colour more. I love teal. It's one of my favourite
Yeah, I
colours.
love this color.
I have a teal addiction.
Yeah.
I will look like a stripper with all this glitter.
It's my birthday. Everybody needs a stripper on the birthday. Don't worry about it. But it's not actually my birthday though.
Cool. I admire strippers though. Like I couldn't bear it.
Yes, people are getting restless. People are breaking quarantine, Chris. People are having corona parties, if that's even a thing. Some people are getting in trouble for not wearing masks in public places too.
Or it's not mandatory here. The mask.
Here, there were, if you've been watching like CNN, Fox, and all of that, Chris, the big protests that was here at our Capitol with the AK-47. What am I looking at? With the AK-47s and the scary people at the Capitol wanting to shut down the end. That's my state. They're in a huge standoff with the governor here.
Is it mandatory to wear a mask?
Trump has to politicize and make this, our issues here like a national issue. I don't know, because it's a government thing. Now they're trying to recall this governor. They got a petition going to remove a democratically elected governor from office. So that's how the shutdown is going. Thanks for asking, Chris.
Spence, is it mandatory to wear a mask there then?
It is now.
It is?
Wasn't. Mm-hmm. It wasn't.
I think I'm about done.
People are really and then now they're calling it the Trump counties. The counties who were insisted to not shut all the way down, mostly the ones who voted for Trump, now that they are experiencing an explosion of new cases, whereas the ones who shut down are going down. So now the people they were complaining before that all of the cases were in my area, but now my area is going down, and those places that were following quarantine is going up. So now they whole argument for keeping the government or opening the government back up. It's like gone. I don't know.
Actually, here lockdown is supposed to end tomorrow. And I did need to check on my grandma today because, it's Mother's Day, so I called her. And my mother called her, and she was talking about what we should do when she dies and stuff. So I was like, what? I was a bit alarmed, and I brought her some food, and she gave me some food because she cooked for like an army. I don't know why. But it just happened. So allegedly, school exams are gonna start in schools tomorrow. I'm curious how many kids will die as a result of that.
Have they got a choice to send the kid back to school, or is it going to be mandatory?
Well, you know, it's the GCSEs, so I don't.
Because I
I
know the
don't think that-
GCSEs were cancelled here because my nephew's got ears this year.
So basically,
Apparently, they were going to go by the coursework,
oh really? Because
which would piss me off because I messed around and at school and I was kind of relying on my exams, not my coursework.
I mean, the GCSEs will be taken in school, which is weird. But schools do not reopen, as far as I know, as of now, as of this moment.
Well,
I don't know.
There's a big political fight here. I don't know if we ever reopen.
Oh my God, it's a big crazy mess here too, because my uncles dropped in to give my grandma more supplies than what I brought her. And they were talking about how China invented this virus in a lab and let it loose to decrease the population and buy out everyone's stocks. And I'm like, please don't. But because I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, I will actually Google if China bought stocks
I
recently.
don't know if you can see this, but I have sparkles. I have 3 different kinds. I have
Yes,
green,
definitely
pink.
see the pink. Yay!
Maybe when I take the picture, you can see it a little bit better. I don't think
You
you can
look
see
so
it.
great.
Yeah, I don't think you can see it.
You can see mine too, either, but
Some things are just really hard to pick up on camera, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting. I was a ballerina for like 2 years, and for some reason, ballet content started showing up on my YouTube. It's so weird, like how 10 years after, like 8 years after me leaving, Jehovah's Witness content starts showing up on my YouTube dash, and then even more years after I quit ballet, it starts showing, like ballet content starts showing on my YouTube dash again.
Okay.
And I just, I clicked on some because I'm interested in dancing still, even though I suck ass at it. And this ballet dancer was saying how they never use red in costumes or in makeup because it's either too blue or too orange with the the spotlights. And I'm like, but red looks so badass though. Imagine like the Black Swan dancing with like luscious red lips and red and black eyes. But no, actually it's one of my favorite ballets, the Black Swan, or Swan Lake, sorry. Black
I've never
Swan
watched it. I'm not really into musicals.
It's a ballet, not a musical, but yeah, I love musicals and ballet.
I like Rocky Horror and Sweeney Todd. They're about the only two that I think that I like. And there was another one that wasn't too bad, but it was an adult-themed one, I think. And a woman, she's a really popular dancer, and then she gets kicked down the stairs, and then she ends up, I think, being paralysed and can't dance anymore. It's from years ago.
Oh, I'm not sure which one you mean, but.
And I think I watched Chicago, and that wasn't too bad, to be honest.
I live close to my town's theater, and once lockdown ends, you best believe mine will be in theater. I mean, not once lockdown ends, because lockdown ends tomorrow. And I'm not.
Did you know it was going to end, or have they just like randomly just said it?
Well, we discussed this the other day in like PMs, I guess, or was it in the TGT chat? I don't know, but I checked our government's like Corona website, and then when you sent that video talking about South Korea, Hungary, and Japan, and China, and the UK, you know, that video.
Wait,
that
mentioned
you sent.
Hungary.
Yeah, I did check our government's website, and the website was like, they are discussing ending the lockdown. And then today, I saw that starting Monday, tomorrow, lockdown ends. And I'm like,
Okay.
that was a fast discussion, apparently.
So is the lockdown end or not?
Here it does, but I'm not. I'm definitely not sure if it's a good idea or not, because I mean Hungary has a very low number of deaths. We have like, hang on, let me check, because I don't want to say something stupid.
Have you been told you've got to wear a mask though? Did you just say that earlier?
Let me double check that too, because okay, so we have 3,000 infected, 620 healed, and 340 dead. So actually, in the past couple of days, no one died, because 340 was the last number I remembered, which is good.
Right.
Which is very fucking good. And apparently, now they are, from this Monday on, so tomorrow, they will open up all hospitals will have military presence though, and you know, big gatherings are still not allowed, so limited opening times will be available. Old people over 65 should still keep their comings and goings between 9 and 12, because anyone younger than 65 is banned from going out that time, like shopping and shit. They don't let you in the shop. They just haul you out if you try to go to the bank or something between 9 and 12. They just tell you to fuck up. Which is fair, because, you know, old people should have the priority to get their stuff in order.
They did that here first, but I don't know if they still are.
Okay, now I'm done. And so yeah, my grandma is wearing it very low, this lockdown stuff, because she was like, oh, do this if I die, or when I die, rather, not if, when. She was like, when I die. I'm like, why?
Can't be nice to hear if they're thinking that way.
Yeah, I mean, my grandpa did pass last year, so maybe she's like thinking that it's not too far away from her either, but
How old is she?
she is 75.
Okay. She's only 5 years older than my dad.
Finally, I nailed this lemonade. I have been trying to make a perfect batch for days now.
Never made it.
I love lemonade, especially in like, well, not today, but these past few days have been like 25, 26 degrees, so it was quite warm. And you need to increase your water intake then, and for some reason my body just doesn't react.
I drink water all day, every day.
Me too, usually, but these days I don't know why my throat is completely dry, no matter how much I drink, so I need to increase my water intake just a bit to not be looking like I got corona, because I don't. Yeah, I believe I texted the random chit chat of ours, like, oh my god, I need to sneeze and I'm in the shop. What the fuck? No.
That is so like the worst thing right now is coughing or sneezing in public, because you know people are gonna look at you.
Yeah, and I hate people looking at me. She says on a live stream.
Right.
Well, that's not the same, because this time I want people to look at me, but I don't want people to look at me when I'm stuffing my grocery basket with chocolate and chips and bacon. I am making some unhealthy choices, y'all.
Aren't we all?
I know. That's why I'm trying to lose weight. This was just the second real time that I've had to lose weight. I lost 50 pounds about 4 years ago. And then right after I left the Jehovah's Witnesses, that's right after I left the Witnesses, but that was like just stress and worry, and that I lost all those pounds. But this is my first time actually doing it healthy, like eating better, losing weight. I mean, walking, you know what I'm saying, exercising, that sort of thing.
Yep.
I lost over 2 stone by working out and eating better, and then I started doing Taebo, and I did like really, really well. Like I really toned up and shed a lot of weight, and then I didn't do it for a few months, and I put 10 pounds back on, so I need to really get back into it. But it really helps with my depression as well, because like once it takes me a while to get back into, but then once I have the buzz, and then I'm wanting to do it then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though I do 90 minutes and it's knackering and I can hardly move the next day, I've still got more energy the next day, and it's really weird how it does that.
Yeah, because exercise frees endorphins that makes you feel better and healthier.
Right, I'm going to attempt to wing this on camera, but because it's so dark, you're not going to be able to tell if I fuck up anywhere. So.
Oh my god, my rabbits are still mad at me for clipping their nails, y'all. I know, I cut your nails yesterday. I'm sorry. That needed to be done. I look like a suicide attempt survivor. Scratches all over me. Yeah, I really hope shit reopens soon, because my girl is still missing a vaccine. And she needs to get spayed. Like, yeah, she needs to get spayed. She's a little fatty. She already weighs more than my boy, and she's half his age. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that?
All right, so I'm gonna go off camera and take a picture. You can't really tell, but I have yellow
Oh my god.
sparkles, pink sparkles, green,
Yay.
and like a
I can
really bright
tell,
pink.
and it looks so good.
Thanks. I'm hoping it comes across more in the picture.
I'm
Thanks. I'll be
dying.
right back.
I want your palette. I'm gonna break into her house and rob her. I will take nothing, not the palette.
Just steal all
like-
Spencer's makeup.
Yes. So I was out doing some grocery shopping yesterday. I looked at some makeup, but damn, the options suck ass. Even at the specialty stores, which are like beauty products and makeup, I'm like, really? Is this the best you can do?
So was there just nothing that took your fancy?
I mean, there were some things, but they were just so expensive and so small that it was just not fucking worth it. I was just like, okay, well. And ever since you mentioned those like color books by Revolution, I want them. I will
Sorry,
check out
Molly.
some reviews. I will check out some
Sorry.
reviews and see if they are good at all. But I also want that Pride palette that I sent over in PMs to you and Spencer. That was so good.
I'm glad I got the Morph one for a bargain because that filled in all the colours that I didn't have.
Right. I have like all the colors, but I'm greedy. I want more. I want more colors.
But I wanted like a proper Milka Cadbury's purple, and I didn't have one, and there's one in that palette, so. And a
Nice.
better orange in there as well, so I was happy.
Yeah, I need a kick-ass orange because I feel like that. And
I had one in the Revolution palette, but it was a sparkly
palette?
orange.
This palette has an orange and it's quite decent, but I still need to mix some red in.
Yeah, it looks like a pinky orange.
Yeah, more like it. It's a lighter one, which is cool, but still. Well, considering how badly I kind of messed up this look, I wonder, because I have an idea for next week. It's funny stories, right?
I think so.
Oh yeah,
I wrote them all out, but I wrote so many I can't remember what's what.
Yeah, thank you for that.
It's all right. I prefer it that way because then it's all organised and everyone can see what's what. And
Same. It's an Emma appreciation moment right here, y'all. And she's also helping me with some flyers because
oh yeah. So all we need to do now is put them points in. If you want them in, you know, the extra IMED points to point out bits in what was said.
Oh. Oof.
But I handwritten those in, so that's the only bit left now. It's just that one column of where I've said, well, what about this point? What about this point? What about that point?
I will try to translate those and get them to you when I can.
Because I don't have the original when I wrote it. I've only got the I don't think I have. But then I don't trust Google to translate it. Like you had to retranslate that one part. So if I translated it all, then you'd be going change this, change that. So it's just easier if you just do it.
Plus, I know the local JW lingo, so I can use it against them.
Yeah.
Theocratic warfare, motherfuckers.
I can't believe your edition says a lot different to ours, though. They brag about how many different translations they've got the Watchtower in, and then they translate it differently. Like, no,
Yeah, I'm
that's
still
all right.
shocked over that because you mentioned that in this and this paragraph they are saying how they have a plague of child abuse in the Watchtower, and then in Hungary,
And yours doesn't
in the
say that.
Hungarian version, it doesn't say that.
That's bad. Like, do they not even use a word equal with plague?
I will need to double check, but when we last discussed this, they really didn't. So I'm just like,
but why should they take the emphasis off the word plague, which when people say to me, Data was, oh, so what? I'm like, no, plague is an unusually large amount of number, festering, taking control. Them using the word plague is a very big thing. So it should have an equally powerful word in Hungarian as well.
mm-mm.
Right, I don't know what lips to do. Oh, I've got that Mavie Brown. I've got loads of fallout.
Yeah, let me just see that. Now I'm curious.
I'm curious as to what kind of word they've used instead of plague.
I'm sorry, y'all. I need a second because I need. Was it in the?
Dag, I don't know where I went. I don't know how I clicked those like that.
Was it in the? Hang on. Yeah, the May 2019. Was it in the Love and Justice in the Face of Wickedness one?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. Okay, that's in. Cool. Let's get back to Hungarian. Let me read that. Sadly, child sexual abuse is a worldwide plague, and true Christians have been affected by this plague. Okay.
Oh, so it does say it then. Yeah.
And that's what it says in English.
Oh,
now
okay.
let's see what it says in Hungarian there. It says it's a problem and that there are many evil and mischievous people and they will try to infiltrate your Christian congregation. That's what it says in Hungarian.
Mischievous people, fucking child rapists that are classed as mischievous people. Says it all.
And mind you, in English, it doesn't say they will try to infiltrate your congregation, but in Hungarian, it says they will try to infiltrate your congregation.
It does mention about them being there because they've pointed that out to me. So look, they're not true witnesses. Well, yes, they are.
Right.
When you skip to the end, it says they remain in your congregation. So if they're not true witnesses, why aren't they booted out?
Yeah. And it's and when I spoke to JWs about this last autumn while I was card crashing, they said the same thing. Either they are no, they are not true witnesses, or no, we don't announce it publicly to the congregation that they abused this child because it would label them. And I'm like, but you are comfortable with labeling your family apostates.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman was like, if you're an apostate, you need to tell me now because then we can continue this conversation. And I was like, I want to speak to your elder actually about this and this. And I did actually speak with that elder, and I was milking him for about an hour. I was ramming him.
I'd have loved to have seen
that. Well, I did have a sound recording, but evidently my phone lost it in the ether. But anyway, the point is, about 40 minutes into the almost 2-hour conversation, he was like, listen, I know you know about this Shepherd of Flock of God book, but you cannot keep mentioning it because only elders and the, upper running men have access to it for a reason. That reason being that it deals with very intimate spiritual matters. That's what he told me. And I'm like, okay, but what is your exact job description right now? Like, what do you work as? But because if it does not have anything to do with forensic psychology or trauma expertise, you have no business asking a child about their abuse unless you're their parent or someone the child turns to and says, listen, this and this happened, and I don't think it was supposed to happen or supposed to happen that way, but whatever, elders are very qualified to deal with such intimate matters, aren't they? Because they have the shit over the flock of God book.
I love that lipstick, PJ.
Oh yeah.
Really?
That's hot.
Thank you. I keep this thing muted because I keep bumping it.
Thank you, Star. You're lovely too.
I know. Thank you for that.
I think I'm ready.
Me too.
You ready for a sound check? Or
I am.
PJ looked like she needed a few more minutes.
Yeah, we've still got
Yeah.
a few minutes left, so.
We got like 10 minutes left, and there's only the 4 of us, no? Today.
Yeah.
I was just
So-
fixing the corner.
No, okay.
I think we're cool because if our mics work now, then we can just.
Well, I need to set up for the shows because I'm not gonna be in this room. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to switch rooms, but I think I'm on next door's internet at the moment, and it hasn't gone down today.
Nice.
So, Anthony, I'm nicking your internet from now on for the Makeup Live. But he used mine for long enough when his was down, so, give and take.
Live and let live.
That's what neighbours and best mates do.
yeah.
I need to take a picture before.
Oh, yeah, I always think I've just put my palette away and I need to take a picture of it.
All right, you guys, make sure you take some pictures for Instagram. Oh, you look so cute, Molly. Your makeup matches your shirt. I got to match my shirt. I have a Super Mario Brothers shirt on. So I have like pink, yellow,
That's
and
so
I have green. You'll be able to tell better in the picture, I guess, because can't really tell here.
Well, I've got black
It's
in mine, so I
beautiful.
can wear the match as well, so.
It still shows that it
How long
looks
did it take you
great.
to put those jewels?
Altogether, probably about half an hour.
That's
Probably not
that
even
bad.
that long, actually. I just whacked them on with eyelash glue. But I've been doing them for years, so I'm just used to But then I forget, and then I wipe my head, and they all ping off.
And also, that necklace is lovely, Emma. Just.
The people in my group brought me this as a surprise.
Aww.
Well, I think it was not last
This
year,
is
the
also
year
a necklace.
before.
It's not part of my shirt, but it matched the whole vibe I was going for.
Cool. I think it was not last year, the year before. Someone from my group, or my sister messaged me and said, "Are you in at such and such a day?" And I says, "Yeah." It says, "Well, you're getting a parcel." I was like, "Okay, what's this?" Well, your group put a club together and they just want to show their appreciation for you. And I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's
Anyway,
nice.
this box turns up from Amazon and it's 3 fucking litres of Southern Comfort.
Oh wow.
One of them was a super strong one that made my eyes water just putting the glass to my face. It was like 50% or something. It was so strong. And then sent me these 3 bottles of Southern Comfort. I was like, oh my God. I was like so tearful, so touched because a few of them had all got together for it. And then they said to me, oh, by the way, there's something else coming. I was like, something else as well? Like, seriously, guys? So then, like, I think I was hungover that morning. I got out of bed, answered the door to the postman, opened this, and I was like, oh my God, that is fucking amazing. And I was like, I'm glad you like it. I was like it. It's my new favourite necklace. Absolutely love it.
That's really thoughtful and nice.
Mm.
Thank you to people in all of my groups.
Any of you ladies ever drank
Take
absinthe?
note.
Right, take note.
Sorry, Molly. What did you say?
Anyone here ever drank absinthe?
I love it.
I've never heard of it.
I
green
know there's
cherry.
a black and the green version,
Mm.
and I'm not sure which one it is, but there was one of the versions. I believe it's the green, but anyone who knows the history can correct me, because I might misremember it, because I have no reason to remember, but it was back in the day. It was so strong that it needed to be banned because people who drank it started hallucinating.
Yeah.
From the sheer amount of alcohol.
That's why in
And
the
they
pub
call-
legally here, they'll only sell you no more than 3.
Right.
But you can buy like different versions, and some are illegal to sell sometimes. But the one I had, I think it was 70%. Fucking hell.
Well, I
That
have
was
some wine for
painful.
your birthday today. I got some wine for Emma and PJ's
Yay!
birthday.
I think, Molly, you said you was going to have a glass as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
I am gonna grow.
See, you said you already
Go.
started, PJ.
I've got some rosé. I had a toffee vodka early as well when I was doing my bindies because I was getting so nervous. And I thought, I feel like I'm getting ready to go out for my birthday, and I'm normally drunk by now, so it was a bit strange. So I just had a toffee vodka and then some rosé. But I said in my group earlier we're going to do a separate live afterwards. I said, come have drinkies with me.
All right. And so on that note, I have to get prepared. I have a run to make.
Yeah.
So we are going into sound check because you're going in a different room too, Emma, right?
Yeah.
So am I. Okay, so we'll sound check in a different room. Thank you guys for joining us. You'll see us in the next hour. Please don't go anywhere.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.